All right, well, let's talk about, again, one of those pledges. Let's talk about the migrant channel crossings. They have topped 20,000 for the year so far. I think many of us thought they would be even higher than that. Some 300 people made the journey in 5 boats on Tuesday alone, according to the latest government figures, adjusting an average of around 60 people per boat. I mean, you've seen the state of those boats. It's absolutely extraordinary. But this takes a provisional total for the 2023 so far to 20,101, according to official Home Office data, bearing in mind that is the official number. That's the number we actually know about. And it is, though, I mean, Rishi Sunak might be encouraged by the fact 20% down on this time last year when more than 25,000 people had already made the journey. But it certainly doesn't mean stop the boats, does it? Well, let's talk to Kevin Saunders. He's a former Border Force Chief Immigration Officer and joins us now. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Julia.
Thank you very much indeed for joining us. I'm imagining that you, like me, not remotely surprised that Rishi Sunak has not, in his words, stopped the boats and that we have seen more than 20,000 migrants arriving already.
No, I mean, it's 20,000. It's going to be more. Yes, it's not all going according to plan, is it?
I think there's a plan. I mean, there's a plan. Who knew? This is the thing. We always see numbers going up in the summer because it's, you know, warmer weather, calmer seas, and apparently, inverted commas, safer for these migrant crossings to follow. We saw a big crackdown last year at the end of the year on Albanians crossing. That was a huge number. Basically, if you arrive here from Albania, you are going to get returned. That's the threat. And that has massively cut down on this massive big increase at the end of last year in Albanians. But those people seem to be replaced by other nationalities.
Yes, we've got a mixture of people coming across the channel. The people smugglers have a very efficient publicity machine to get them across, and we just can't stop them. It's getting really difficult. Hopefully, now the summer holidays are drawing to a close, the French will have more officers on the beach to attempt to stop them. But what you can see, what's different, is the boats originally had 20 to 30 people on. They've now got 60 or 70 on. That is the huge problem that we have at the moment.
But it's also a problem for these people. I mean, this is what amazes me. They're paying... I don't understand why they're paying sort of £4,000 or £5,000 to get on these boats. I mean, God, the profit margins here. Don't know why people are attacking energy companies. Good Lord, these people traffickers get these profit margins. I don't understand. If you've got a spare 3, 4, 5K, why don't 10 of you just club together, buy your own dinghy, they're on sale, and just travel across yourselves? Because I'm not entirely sure what special navigation information these people traffickers have got. This is the thing I find utterly perplexing. We're told no one would get on these boats if they weren't desperate. I just think they're foolhardy to leave a totally safe country like France to get on a boat that is so dangerous. These boats are dangerous on their own in terms of crossing the channel. It's one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world. But then when they're overcrowded with 30 people, they're even more dangerous. 60, I mean, your chances of making it over alive are getting slimmer and slimmer by the person added.
Yes, they are. And the only bit of technology that the people on the boat have are mobile phones. And what they do is when they're in a UK signal area, then they know that they can call in call in Border Force or the RNLI,
the Coast Guard, yeah,
to get rescued. So that's it. All they need is a mobile phone and a dinghy, and they're laughing.
Yeah, and they get here and they're able to stay here. We know that. Rishi Sunak is facing questions again and again about stopping the boats. He says we should have confidence in his plan. And he says that actually the fact that there's a lower number of channel crossings compared to last year, by this time, is showing that it was working. That said, we had a lower number before the summer. And he was saying how much better it was. And then, of course, there was a big bump in the number of people coming. Do you think the plan that he has got in terms of the Rwanda plan, the possible threat of leaving the European Court of Human Rights, do you think that plan is working?
It's working to an extent. People are saying, what's going to happen to me if? That's the big issue. Rwanda is really the key to this, because if the courts give us the go-ahead for Rwanda, then I think you will see a big change. I mean, Suella Braverman has said her dream is to see flights taking off. Well, I feel that once the flights do take off, the migrants are going to have second and third thoughts.
See, I don't think they will. Why would they? There are only going to be a few hundred people max whoever gets sent to Rwanda. Here, the odds they're playing with to travel to France are pretty bad. The odds they're playing with getting on a rickety boat with 59 other people are even worse. I mean, I'd take my chances. I might end up in Rwanda if I were them. If that's the chances they're willing to take with their lives, that's just a chance with your ability to stay in Britain. I mean, there's no other penalty there.
Well, there isn't. But if you've got to pay up to €5,000, and your stay in the UK is 20 minutes in between getting rescued off the boat and put on the plane.
But the vast majority will be staying. Rwanda's only got places for a couple of hundred people.
Initially, perhaps, but there are 3 other countries that have expressed interest in joining the Rwanda scheme.
Yeah, but then the legal process will start all over again. It will be another 2 years out.
No, I don't think it will, because once you've done it once, then that's it. The legal process won't be valid. And we know that the Conservatives are thinking about coming out of the European Convention, which, of course, if we weren't in it, or if we did what the Europeans do and ignore it, we wouldn't have this problem anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, what is so ridiculous is that the Europeans will ignore anything Strasbourg says if it's not in their own national interest.
And we get all, again, I think if you're signed up to a court, you should obey the rules. The point is, this is not a proper court in the same sense. These aren't even judges. Some of these people have got no experience. Kevin Saunders, always so good to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed for your company.